To begin your Sunrise Smart Start today, we follow some breaking news out of Honeoye Falls. A Rochester man has been charged with DWI after deputies say he slammed his car into a house on Ontario Street. The scene just before 10:45 last night, where investigators say the person involved, 28-year-old David Boyer, attempted taking off, but thanks to witnesses and a sheriff's canine, he did not make it far. No injuries were reported here. Two people, meanwhile, forced out of their home after a house fire in the city's 19th ward. Fire crews called just after 6 p.m. last night to this large duplex on Sawyer Street. Firefighters say they arrived to smoke pouring out of the home, and it took them about 25 minutes to get those flames under control. No injuries reported, and we've now heard that the Red Cross is assisting those displaced residents, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. Happening today, an arraignment for the man accused of killing a beloved downtown Rochester doorman in a hit-and-run earlier this summer. 34-year-old Leonel Yas Pena already has 3 prior DWI convictions. Rochester police say he was driving drunk the morning of June 14th when he hit Henry Brown while Brown was crossing South Union Street. Pena fled the scene and Brown died at the hospital. Pena later turned himself in to investigators several days later, charged with vehicular manslaughter, unlicensed operation, leaving the scene of a fatal motor vehicle accident, and DWI. His arraignment starts at 10 a.m. Also today, a possible end to a deadly shooting case that started nearly 2 years ago in Rochester. RPD says in early December of 2023, 27-year-old Dante Wayford shot and killed 23-year-old Zahir Roberts during an argument on Glenwood Avenue. Wayford arrested after a months-long investigation and during a traffic stop. He previously pled not guilty to murder and criminal possession of a weapon charges. The disposition hearing for him is at 1:30 this afternoon. In 30 days, New York, Rochester along with it, may end up on a list of places to lose more federal funding over bail reform policies and laws. This comes as President Trump wants to get rid of cashless bail all over the nation, and it's been a controversial issue debated for several years. Cashless bail eliminates or reduces the amount of money people charged with certain crimes have to pay if they want to be released from pretrial custody. Supporters of cashless bail say it establishes equal playing ground for anyone who's been accused of a crime, including individuals of low income, making sure they're not discriminated against, not having the funds to post bail. But others worry this has led to a less equitable justice system.
What we're seeing now in the street, what their officers are encountering now in the street, is someone who knows that they're going to wind up being home in a matter of a couple of hours, no matter what their actions are. We're seeing a much more defiant person in the street, and people that actually just refuse to comply with officers' orders.
It affects neighborhoods, it affects teachers, landlords, employers, neighbors, family, friends. It could affect the custody of somebody's children, whether or not you can maintain that relationship. It could affect marriages. All of these things are not good when they unravel for society.
Republican New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik said that she would lead any necessary legislation to outlaw cashless bail if that opportunity arises. We're taking another check of our sunrise traffic at 6:52. You have quite a few raindrops to wipe off the windshield with those wipers today. Unfortunately, we don't have a wiper on our Greater Rock Sky Eye camera pointed at the 490 area on the west side. Ooh, is that lightning there? No, that's just some blinking lights there. Okay. Well, we're not seeing any accidents. Luckily, we do want to keep it that way, so please drive safely on those waterlogged roadways. All right, let's go inside the huddle now. We do expect to hear from the Bills later today after the team locked down its 53-man roster. Wide receiver Tyrell Shavers and cornerback Trey White among those standout players who made the team. White suffered a lower leg injury, though, last week at practice. And for the second straight season, Joe Andreessen has made the Bills' initial 53-man roster. And the Buffalo native made that team last year as an undrafted free agent from UB. Then there's Tyrell Shavers tweeting last night, quote, "God is truly amazing," after finally making the cut. All right, well, It certainly feels like fall and the fall semester, getting back to school. You're going to want to pack away the sunscreen and the bathing suits. It's not the time for it. You want to start looking for those pencils, backpacks, sweaters, maybe everything you want to get before the semester starts. And Goodwill has everything you need to make that shopping budget friendly. Aron Spitzer live with some suggestions. Aron.
Yeah, and Michaela, it's amazing what you can find here. We're here with Jen Lake, the president and CEO of Goodwill of the Finger Lakes. What can people find if they're back to school shopping at Goodwill?
So as long as you're flexible, you can find everything on your back to school list if you start right now. So today is a great day to do it. So you can find back to school supplies, your back to school looks, footwear. We even have the snow boots that are starting to come out. So as you're cleaning out backpacks, we want you to donate because someone else can come in and use the stuff that you didn't use last year, or maybe you gently used a little bit as well.
And this money all goes to support your programs. What are those, and why should people feel good about buying from Goodwill?
So whether you buy our new goods or our donated items, you're supporting our 211 Lifeline, 988 suicide hotlines, our programs for people who are blind or with low vision, or our Goodwill Learning Academy. So we have adults who are actually wanting to get their high school diploma. We just had our graduation 2 weeks ago. It was so exciting. So thank you to everyone who donates to us, because that's why we sell things. That's what we're doing for the community.
And what if people donate, but you guys can't necessarily sell it in store? What happens then?
So we have lots of different partners that we work with to recycle your items, to keep them out of landfill. Last year alone, we kept over 27 million pounds of stuff in circulation.
Wow. So you're doing, even if you donate and just they end up recycling it, it seems that this is the way to go. For now, Michaela, back to you.
All right, someone's gonna love it. And that nice trade-off. Maybe you're like, Paw Patrol is not as cool this year.
Sure.
I want Peppa Pig. Do a trade-off.
That's right. They always have great stuff. Love that they changed that inventory so quickly there, which is cool.
They
You got
do.
a couple more days to go shopping for that, preparing for, of course, school kicking off next week. Temperatures climbing today. We get to about 70, still running about 10 degrees below average. Umbrellas up, rain showers out right now. Those are going to fade, though, as we get into this afternoon and tonight. 8-day forecast. Looking forward to what should be a pretty dry and decent Labor Day weekend.
All right, we look forward to that. And hey, you should look forward to the Second Cup of Sunrise podcast. James has quite a lot to say this morning, running solo, while Brennan is taking some R&R, coming up at 9 on the Rochester First streaming app. Thank you for watching News 8 at Sunrise. Have a great day. Stay dry, and your next update is in 30 minutes.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 on demand. Plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.